Hi everybody, Meteorologist Ryan Hoke here with a Hokey video blog update for this Saturday morning. Of course, we had the balloon race canceled this morning because of the weather. The mini marathon and the marathon well underway, but rain is getting ready to hit Metro Louisville as we speak. I'm looking at the radar, and as of this recording, it's getting ready to hit the West Point area of southwest Jefferson County. Let's talk about today's Hokey weather fact. First, we're talking about sulfuric acid rain on Venus. Yes, rain is made of sulfuric acid there, but did you know it evaporates before it ever reaches the ground? It's just so hot on Venus that rain just can't make it to the ground level. It just doesn't have a chance. You can tell your friends you learned that on today's Hokey weather fact. Alright, outside this morning, gloomy skies overhead, the rain's moving in. Temperatures in the 50s to near 60 degrees, depending on your location. There's the rain moving in from the south. It is really moving in fast now. The trajectory pretty much takes it through Louisville as we head through about 8:30, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock this morning, and it could be heavy at times with lightning. The lightning is concerning because there's so many folks out and about, and we're hoping that stays well out of our area and down to the south. We'll turn on the lightning here, and you can see they've had a few strikes out here near Cairo, Illinois, or I should say Missouri out there, just west of Paducah. They had a couple strikes down toward Nashville as well. Those have faded away. So far the radar trend's pretty good. I'm just worried about this convective activity back here. If that tracks upward to our area, then we could have a few problems with potentially some of that lightning. Here's the setup. We've got this cold front out to our west. The warm front's moving in now. And really, this is going to be this morning's situation, is the warm front. This afternoon, we find ourselves in the warm sector. Additional thunderstorms develop with a disturbance moving through between these two as we go throughout tonight. Some of those storms could be strong. We'll just have to see how much instability there can be building in. And then as we head throughout tomorrow afternoon, the cold front itself moves through. Additional scattered thunderstorms could be strong at times. I don't actually think tomorrow is going to be as bad as today if today's instability is realized in our forecast. So here's what Futurecast looks like. There's that wave of rain moving through right about now. You'll see additional thunderstorms that could be convective at times through about 12 noon. This is what we're concerned about. These little nodules right here, these would be individual storm cells that would be convective with lightning, and runners will still be out and about by that time, which is about 12 noon. So there's concern there. Take the Wave 3 News weather app with you if you're heading out to spectate at any time today along the route, because you'll definitely want to get indoors if this lightning is realized. So by about 2 o'clock, most of the rain's out of here. It's actually a fairly nice afternoon. We may see a few breaks of sunshine, but that's not what we want to see. You know, this time of year, whenever we see thunderstorms in the forecast and there's sunshine beforehand, you know that's never a good thing. That could build up the instability. Now, I will say, the North American Mesoscale model, the NAM model this morning, I looked at a lot of the forecast soundings. It just didn't get the instability built back in, and it therefore didn't really have much in the way of severe weather tonight, and it was just kind of a run-of-the-mill thunderstorm situation. The Rapid Refresh model did have more instability, about 700 to 800 joules per kilogram of instability. You really need about above 500 in this situation to get things going. The NAM just didn't do it, didn't get above 100 or 200, so we'll see. We're on the fence about this one, all right? So even though there is a slight risk of severe weather for this evening, it may or may not be realized. It's a wait-and-see situation. The RPM model, I should say, the WSI's version of kind of their 4-kilometer model, kind of like the 4-kilometer NAM here, does show the thunderstorms moving through as we head throughout this evening. It does realize the instability this afternoon, and as that impulse moves in this evening, that's when things really kick off. You can see that there is like a little training line of thunderstorms throughout part of the night. We'll have to watch for some flooding then. I don't think the flooding will be a big deal until the overnight hours when most folks are still back home, which is good. So slight risk of severe weather across most of our counties. This is a new update from overnight. Scattered severe storms, isolated storm damage is possible. This is what I put on the meters for today. Wind damage and hail damage are going to be the strongest threats we see. Tree branches, shingle damage, patio furniture, you know, the run-of-the-mill stuff with a slight risk. Quarter-size hail possible, some dents on cars. The tornado risk is just not a big deal at this point. A brief, weak tornado possible. You'll want to heed any tornado warning if one is issued. I really don't think one will be issued. We've got a 5% tornado chance, which is a bit over the lowest one, so there's a chance at least for some rotating thunderstorms. Given how the hotographs look, that's basically the profile of the winds in the atmosphere, we've got the right shear. It's not a lot of shear, but it's the winds pointing in the right direction. Just, are we going to get enough instability in here for that? That remains to be seen. Again, one of those question marks. So here's the 7-day breakdown, and I'll show you what we've got going on as we head throughout the next several days. It's a busy week coming up. Let's show you Saturday first. We've already had the marathon kickoff. You'll see all those thunderstorm chances really spike up there as we head throughout the late morning hours. Storm chances today are going to be highest late morning. We'll get a lull during the afternoon, and then once again for tonight, they'll kick up again. So if you're heading out to opening night at Churchill Downs, we'll be in the 70s and the 60s, but the rain and thunderstorm chances will be increasing as that impulse moves in, and some of those storms could be strong. Head out there early if you're going to head out there this evening, get some dry time in. On Sunday, 79 degrees. We'll start out dry in the morning after that round of thunderstorms from tonight moves out, and then we'll get some of these scattered thunderstorms during the afternoon. Depending on how much instability is left over, which there may not be a lot, we may see some stronger storms. Best chance for that would be on the Kentucky side of the river. There is a marginal risk of severe weather basically along and south of the river, but I really think it's the Kentucky side that will see most of this. So for the rest of the week, we've got this cutoff low that's going to be moving in for late week. That's why we keep the clouds and the thunderstorm, or I should say the shower chances, not even thunderstorms. Clouds and rain chances very small, though, as we head throughout the week with that cutoff low trying to move into Virginia areas to our east and influence us. For Thurby, 10% chance of a shower, 68. On Oaks itself, 66 degrees. We've kept a 10% sprinkle chance in here just because we'll still be under the influence of that cutoff low. It's like an upper level low in the atmosphere. It's like a cold pocket of air up there that provides instability for a couple of these little sprinkles and showers. Also keeps us cooler and cloudier. That's why we'll be seeing that. The earliest alert outlook has our look at Derby. We've updated this forecast several times, and we've still kept the rain chance out of this for the most part. A sprinkle in the morning can't be ruled out, but by the afternoon, when everybody's out there, should be all right. Mostly sunny skies. Highs in the lower 70s. Because of that cutoff low, we've lowered things a little bit compared to previous forecasts. So maybe jack in the morning. That'll probably be a pretty good bet. Showers and thunderstorms in 80s are back as we begin to head toward mid-May. Time is flying by already. We're getting toward that part of the month already in our earliest alert outlook. All right, folks, that's it for now. Take the Wave 3 News weather app with you. We'll alert you to any sort of severe thunderstorms that may try to develop today. We'll keep an eye on it, and we'll be back here with Andy Weingarten on Wave 3 News at 6. We'll see you then.